You were tuned in to episode 68 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. Got my main man VP Shane with me. What's going on, bro?
Salute.
And my main man down the bottom here, BoxingFirstVlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K is in the building. What is going on?
Oh man, I had some streaming issues this weekend, bro. So I'm in complaint mode with boxing right now, bro. You know what I mean? Okay. I had to catch up on the after sort of thing. It was just terrible, bro. DAZN and that ESPN was acting up for me.
Yo, we got a lot to talk about as usual. We had fights this weekend. Jose Ramirez, Jose Pedraza. That card went down on Friday. Hey man, the ageless wonder Chocolatito came in and then put the thing down, man. Put the thing down this weekend, man. So pretty good amount of fights. I had some tech issues myself, vlog. So yeah, like that's definitely a problem. But let's get it kicked off with Jose Ramirez and Pedraza. What y'all think of the fight? What y'all think of Ramirez? Just period.
Blunt,
you want to go?
Bro, it's chinky in that armor. I'm just telling you, it's chinky in that armor. You know, I don't have the keenest boxing eye. You know, I you know what I'm saying? I ain't nobody. I don't know nothing. You feel me? I just call everything I see, and I seen chinky in that armor. Box well, no poise. If you looked at my video, the word I was looking for that fight for the Jose Zapata side. I mean, yeah, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Zapata, yeah,
Zapata. I was looking for poise because we knew pressure from Ramirez. So when you're under that pressure, you can't be jittery. You can't be so runny. You gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying, try to set traps with the pressure coming at you. And later in the fight, he did. He kind of let his hands go. He tapped him a couple times later in the fight. But if he would have just kind of stood his ground a little bit early for me, I thought he could have set himself up to box. But he didn't take that damage well either. I mean, your boys look like he's hitting that dude with sandbags the way Jose face was looking. So, I mean, that I didn't expect that. But he looked better in other fights. You know, maybe just a high-level B guy. You know what I mean? And Ramirez, we still really need to see if he A+. He may just be A-. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Shane, what's your thoughts on just?
I mean, personally, I've seen a steady regression in Ramirez. You know, we saw after the Hooker fight, you know, he was supposed to be, you know, the momentum was with him. You know, everyone was looking at him to be the best at that division. Then he had the Postal fight, which was, you know, controversial and very difficult for him. Then he got comprehensively beaten by Josh Taylor. And then I was looking for at least a little bit of a comeback, but I feel like I don't want to blame it on COVID. I don't know what to blame it on right now. But there's a lot of things that I used to see in Ramirez earlier in his career that I'm not seeing right now. I don't really see the same killer that I used to see. You know, the relentless pressure, the relentless, you know, when I used to see Ramirez, it was all about inflicting damage. You know, it's all about going in there and just messing things up, really trying to inflict and cause damage on his opponents. I'm not seeing that right now. And I don't know what that's because of. I don't know if he's feeling, I don't know if he's the inactivity. I don't know if he's feeling the weight. I don't know what it is. But what I've seen of him recently, I've just seen a steady, slow decline. And obviously he's a shorter fighter at the weight, you know. Taylor, the last 4 fights he's fought Taylor, Hooker, Postal, and Pedraza. They're all taller than him. But you know, I've just seen a steady regression. You know, and the styles ain't been that different neither. Pedraza and Postal ain't that different in style. You know, so I didn't expect I'm just surprised that I didn't see the adjustments that I thought I would see, you know. So yeah.
You said you seen regression in Ramirez. Do you think that's just due to the level of competition he's been fighting, or you feel like it's something different?
Well, you can't say that because when you look at when he fought Hooker, and I know Hooker's not an elite fighter, but when you look at when he fought Hooker, you saw that there was at least 2 levels between Hooker and Ramirez. You could see that Hooker was not on Ramirez's level. I didn't get that impression with Pedraza. You see my point? I didn't get that impression that this dude is levels above Pedraza. I didn't get that impression. So even if you want to say the competition has improved, by how much? And why have you not look? There's some fighters who look good against lower competition and just don't rise that well. You know, it could be a case like that, but it seems like there's more of a mental
sound
switch.
like you saying he hit his ceiling.
I mean, you could have, but even if you hit your ceiling, I still don't expect you to lose certain natural emotional habits, mental habits when you're in the room, when like that killer instinct, that go get it attitude.
Now that's what I'm saying. Now you see fighters, they go through changes. We brought it up with Teofimo Lopez. See, what's happening for Ramirez in the past 3 years, I would say, he's got a family. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's something, and that's something I sensed in my dude Ramos too. Him having, fiance, trying to work on a family. It's kind of like boxing is still his craft and what he do, but the drive ain't in fifth no more. You feel what I'm saying? He more like in third, kind of push it up to fourth.
Yeah, it's different to Silk Sheets. I'm not saying he's in the Silk Sheets. I'm just saying.
No, it's different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's speaking the same. It's like
Ramirez,
these dudes are still fighters, but
yeah.
like you said,
Ramirez used to fight like his back was against the wall. He used to fight like there was a chip on his shoulder, like there was a point to prove. I don't really see that anymore. You know, he used to have this underdog psychosis mentality where he was swimming against the green, and it was almost like us against the world. The way he in his fighting style, like he always fought like he had a point to prove. Don't see that right now.
Blunt, I gotta take your comment and run with it. The ceiling comment, I think is probably the most accurate for me in regards to Ramirez. When I watch Ramirez, I'm like, am I gonna see a better version of Ramirez like right now, like within the next 12 months, 24 months? I don't see it. And to kind of address the regression, it almost seemed like Shane, you know how we always say like a trainer will come in and except for just adding a few things to what they do well, they try to completely change the person's identity. We just seen it with Liam Williams. Like he fought completely different than how he usually fights. And it seemed like somebody got to Ramirez and was just like, you know what? Your competition getting ready to go up, so you can't do this.
Start
you can't
refining
do that.
certain stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like
certain stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he's trying to add too many things, and it's not him.
And he's losing what made him who he was.
What got him there? Exactly.
There's a saying where they say, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater."
Yeah, correct. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like I think he's hit his ceiling. And to be honest with you, I think 140 is his cap. And I'm not talking about from a weight standpoint. I'm talking about talent.
Yeah,
he goes up to 147. He's food.
But it's difficult to even say that because he could be food at 140. I mean, I remember this happened with Casemiro, and I don't really want to bring up this dude's name because of what's going on with him right now. But I remember seeing Casemiro fight Charlie Edwards and seeing Casemiro fight Zolani Tete, and I looked at this dude and I'm like, this dude's a killer. this dude is a killer. Like, you put him in there with anyone, he's killing. Like, he just went in there with a mentality of, I'm going in there to be an animal beast, cause all the trouble. Then a year down the line, I see him fight Rigondeaux, and you know, he looked horrible in that Rigondeaux fight. So I don't know. Like, it could be stylistically, it could be the fact that you raised in competition, but I don't expect such a massive drop off in terms of who you are and in terms of how you fight. And you brought up food. You look at the likes of Brandon Lee. You look at Montana Love. Tiafimo's moving up. You look at Zepeda's there. Obviously Taylor's there. Progre's there. That's a division with fights. There's fighters in that division. You know, there's killers in that division already. So, I mean, I don't want to Sandor Martin, for example. You can't take certain fights. And when you're in the situation that Ramirez is, you have to be careful who you match him up with now. Because it's not a case of, I'm the best in the division, you can put me up there with anyone. What's it called? Josh Taylor tried to do that, and you just saw what happened with him. You see my point? That division is genuinely stacked. It's genuinely stacked. It's a stacked division. And we were saying this months ago.
Yeah. It's kind of, he got the victory, but I almost had more questions with Ramirez than I do Pedraza. Like Pedraza, we know what we're getting
already.
Yeah, we know what we're getting.
My question is was he exposed? Taylor saw that he could be touched, but is the chin weakening? Because I mean, Pedraza, I didn't expect the power. I mean, I did respect the power that he was gaining in his career, but I didn't think he was going like, kind of rock him like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought he would do more of a damage buildup. Jab would be pestering, kind of get an eye swelled or something like that. I mean, he touched him. I mean, at some point you get your back against the ropes. And I mean, but to me, it was more not Jose set it up. It was more like Jose kept running into it the same way I saw those knockdowns in the Taylor fight. Taylor either caught him flat-footed or caught him coming in. So is that something that you think they could clean up, or like?
You brought up a point which I actually find a good point, which is, do I feel like is there? Did he get exposed? And I feel like it's difficult to answer that question because it's where you had him before the fight. Personally, it was a Postal fight where he got exposed to me. Because before, I thought this guy was an animal. And Postal, and I think Postal's still a legit 140-pound fighter. I still think he can cause a lot of problems. I know he lost to Gary Anton Russell. I still think he's a legit fighter. But what I saw him in the Postal fight, I saw someone expose him. And a lot of the weaknesses that Hooker wasn't able to expose, I saw him expose. And then I felt like Taylor saw those holes and he almost exploited. It's kind of like when Canelo fought Callum Smith. When Callum Smith fought John Ryder showed you the blueprint to beat Callum Smith. Canelo just perfected that same blueprint, used the exact same style, and he beat Callum Smith with the style John Ryder did. Now, because I saw the Taylor fight, because I saw the Postal fight, going into the Pedraza fight, I always thought Pedraza would cause problems. The problem is I just knew Pedraza was limited with what he can do.
Like I said, he didn't. We could say some marbles, some stones. He didn't really show no belief in himself to really be able. Okay, I'm a shoot mines, and then I'm a lean, or I'm gonna do something that I'm not in a back and forth war. He played the back foot so much he caused himself a disservice. You see what I'm saying? Like, the back foot is good if you picking and choosing throughout the fight when to use it. If that's just your game plan, at some point you're gonna back foot yourself to the ropes. And then he got off late in the fight because he forced to let his hands go to respond to the damage he was receiving. Because you got to be honest, Ramirez is still accurate. So I think he poses a problem with his offensive output. But defensively, I mean, again, you got guys like Montana Love who are excellent counter punchers with power. I mean, so I think I can say the word exposed really stands out because If all you got to do is let him run into something, which that's what he does. It's not like he boxes off the back foot or he circles.
Yeah, if you can walk him onto punches, if you walk him onto punches, like so, I mean, someone like Antoine Russell or Montana Love, those dudes with a strong backhand, you know, you just size him up with that leading hand, and then he's gonna do the rest of the work by just walking into it. He's gonna fall into those shots. You know, I mean, that division. I mean, where
But
does
what
he
about
fit in?
the division is deep. Well, what his route on top rank, is that a deep route? Was that something that'll be an easy course for him to go through?
I mean, they're gonna push the Fader, and the winner of him versus the Fader will probably fight someone like Taylor or Teofimo. So
Don't Ramirez get Cepeda next? And that's supposed to be a final eliminator.
Yeah.
I know he spoke before the fight, and when my did work, I was catching some of that, and he's already talking about going to 147. And if he was to seek a rematch with Taylor, if it wasn't immediately for a belt, which it don't seem like it's going to be, then it'd probably be a 147. And I'm like, that's just a weird idea, but
yeah, very.
Bob will probably talk out loud too much.
I mean that don't make sense though, because this is the problem with it's weird because 140 is stacked with top rank fighters, but they have no one at 147. Literally no one. They had Crawford, but they have no one at 147. So you can move a Taylor up, you can move a Ramirez up, but I think there's more work in 140. You know, you could match him up with a Zepeda, then you can match him up with a Jack Catterall. You could match him up with a Brandon Lee. You could match him up with so many dudes, and if
Montana
it's a final
Montana Love too.
It's a final eliminator, so that basically means once Josh Taylor does the inevitable and move up, you basically become a 2-time world champion. So you might as well just wait until Taylor moves up. You can even match him up with a Teofimo Lopez.
They saying the route for him is the WBO. So whatever the WBO situation is, that's kind of where he's lining up to get his next belt opportunity at 140.
Yeah, he should stay where he at. If you going up, if you at 147 and you're not PBC, that's suicide.
Yeah.
Like it's suicide. Like, he's not gonna be able to fight anybody. I don't even understand why Taylor moving up, to be honest with you. Like it's nothing for him up there. I mean, it might be 1 or 2 fights for him, but outside of that, there's no longevity,
not at all.
for him. Because 147 and 54
Taylor
is
fighting
PBC.
like a Kavalauskas or something. I can see Taylor fighting like a Kavalauskas or maybe a Kell Brook for some money or something because it's in the UK or something. But in terms of titles, I can't see it, bro. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, that's 100% fact. So it's far as Ramirez is concerned, let me hold on. Let me shout out family in the building, man. Big shout out to Adrian, man. He said salute. My guy Bruce Goals in the building, man. Said peace, my brothers. Big shout out to Bruce Goals. We're not subscribed to Bruce Goals, man. This is definitely follow for sure. Conrad in the building said, evening, fellas. What's going on, bro? Yeah, Ramirez, the blueprint is out on Ramirez. If you want to beat Ramirez, the blueprint's out there. The question is, are you good enough to follow the blueprint? Like it's really, I know I make it sound simple, but it's really like that simple.
It's risky.
Like,
it's risky. Jose Face tell you that.
Yeah.
Pedraza Face tell you that. You know what I mean? So,
who would you want to lose to though? That's the question. Like you're at that stage where you gotta be careful when you're in a field of landmines. It's a bit like 175, maybe 4 or 5 years ago when you had Voltic, Beterbiev, Bivol on the come up, Alida Alvarez, those dudes on the come up. It's like, who do you want to lose to? Because one of these up and coming dudes are gonna beat Montana Love, Brandon Lee, Russell, Teofimo Lopez. One of these dudes are gonna beat you, bro. So you might as well try find a money fight. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting money on Zepeda, icing Ramirez, icing the dude, bro. I'm putting money on the dude getting iced.
I mean, he tough though. He got rocked, bro. But Just like he got rocked with Taylor, but he got up. So
Zepada's different though, bro. Zepada's different, bro. He's got different type of power.
I get you. I can't argue that he ain't next level when it comes to the grit. So, I guess you right when it said we ain't see that in Ramirez. He kind of had Pedraza on his heels, but he didn't really, smash him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay on him, volume him out the door, like make a ref stop it sort of scenario. So I kind of get what you're saying on that aspect.
How would you rank the 140 division right now?
It's creepingly getting better than lightweight. I don't think
I mean, how would you rank the fights right now? Who would you have number 1? Who would you have number 5?
Oh man, well shit, you gotta put Taylor still number 1 just because of circumstances.
Cool.
Oh shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I still kind of got Postal on the outside because I don't think he got stopped against Russell. I thought he fought a good fight. He just didn't put enough rounds in that particular style fight in the bank on his advantage. So I think he's still in there, maybe an outside 5. So you got Montana Love, obviously, like a 4 to 5. Pro Graves to me is like a 2. You know what I mean? Because he just still got the bigger name. He's kind of like
I agree. Pro Graves would be 2 for me as well. Pro Graves would be 2
because you I would put Tiafimo up there because it's a former champ going up.
What about Zepeda? Where would you have Zepeda?
I got him in that 3 slot, you know what I mean, kind of around there with Ramirez currently. So, you know what I mean? I think that's where it lined up for me.
I actually can't disagree with that. So, what did you say? Taylor, Progre, Zepeda, Ramirez, who's number 5? And Montana 5.
Montana 5, you know what I mean? And I kind of give it to a Postal because I'm not gonna lie, Postal he did not get beat up. If you look at that fight against Russell, and I put Russell and Postal kind of in that same 4 to 5 because it was a good win, but Postal still showed you he's that gatekeeper. He's that guy you kind of got to really go through. So that still kind of ranks you in that top 10 scenario as an eliminator type of guy.
Ryerson brought up some good names as well. I already brought up Brandon Lee, but Hitchens. I forgot about Hitchens and Barbosa. 2 good fighters again.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't letting YSM get away with Richardson Hitchens, man. He's not sliding that by me, man. I give him Barbosa. I'll give him Barbosa. He's in my top 10, like for sure.
Yeah, but is Barbosa in my top 10, bro? Are we talking about current active fighters? Because I'm not gonna lie, even though he's going through what he's going through, if we're talking about overall resume and work, I still got what's the name in my top 10, bro? Robert Easter.
I guess it kind of depends on. I don't have a problem with that.
Still out name 7, 8, somewhere like that.
I don't have a problem with that. Pink Furry Goddess in the building. What is going on, baby girl? Boxing with Sean in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Says Zepeda didn't destroy Pedraza either.
Nah, no, he didn't.
That's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Like, kill mode. Like he ain't flipping on. They were talking it up as if they getting back to it, but we didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, and I think because if he gets in kill mode, his defense is out the door, and then him getting clipped. See, that's what I mean when I say exposed. He's gotten clipped for trying to go kill mode, and maybe he like, yo, I gotta be, strategic when I go kill mode. Like, he real. So now I can swing.
Where does your boy go, Blunt? Your boy, Sandor Martin. Where is he? I have to say your boy because you brought him to our attention. So where does your boy?
Right now, that's a tweener situation. He can fight 147. I'm not saying he's a factor at 147, but he's bringing a name. He's bringing some sort of cachet.
But before he fought Mikey, he was fighting at 40. Before he fought Mikey, he was fighting at 40.
So he's a tweener, but he was already in mode to move up anyway. Once you kind of, listen to an interview or two that he was doing on, you got to check YouTube. They got the international folks that tap in. So he's a Spanish cat. So he was already talking about moving up, trying to possibly get a fight with Ben at 147. But that's when he was still on more of
That's
a,
a good fight, though. That's a good fight.
European scene.
That's a good fight,
too. I think so too. I give him a little bit more slickness than Algieri. You know,
I would prefer Ben versus Sandor than Ben versus Van Herden, who I heard they're trying to match him up. But I don't want to see that Van Herden.
Who? Van
Herden. The dude that
what is he? Count?
No, bro, the dude that Errol Spence fought, and he fought Boots as well, but it ended in a head clash.
Yeah.
Oh, he sound like a Count of Monte Cristo or something and shit. Van Herden.
Big shout out to Andre Southgate, man. His salute all here listening. Appreciate you, good brother.
Bro.
Got family in the building. Pink Fairy Goddess, Roman Gonzalez, best the crap out of Julio Cesar Martinez. And Ramirez looked subpar to me. He was frustrated and he had trouble cutting off the ring. Chocolatito, man. I wasn't even surprised.
Big Furry Goddess on the Ramirez. I mean, come on. Pedraza face, man. It looked like he was getting smacked with a shovel, my dude. So we gotta give him some credit for what landed, the damage that was done too. Like, I know we kind of ragging on him a bit because, you know, we at that A+ level and that apex level of boxing talk. But at the same time, credit is due, man, because I wouldn't want to go home to my wife looking like that. She'd be like, man,
I agree with Blunt.
Timestamp.
I agree with Blunt on that one. But the only thing is Blunt, and I'm pretty sure you're taking this into consideration. But when you compare that performance to, let's say, if he was in there with a Brandon Lee, if he was in there with a Gary Russell, if he was in there with a Montana Love as a Pader, maybe you can start seeing, maybe they can exploit certain weaknesses again.
That's giving Pedraza credit for the run he had been on too, to even stand up under that pressure, you know, for the distance. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Pedraza versus Jose. How does that go?
I think Jose catch the hands again. I don't think he got the power.
I like Pedraza in that fight.
I don't think he got the power for the division, bro. Not that he like I said, I just think he got in over himself. He can still come back and show us a little something, bro. I don't want to rag on the little homie too much because he doing some good things in the gym. So he focused.
Hey, Blunt.
God damn, hey, God bless, man.
I'm not disagreeing, bro. I'm just saying, when a dude's reference is the gym and it's not an actual fight, I just have to laugh.
I mean, but you gotta get on. If you fall off the treadmill, you're not gonna go from the treadmill to the track. You're gonna get back on the treadmill.
Yeah, facts.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to get back in there, and his attitude is positive. He can still be, you know, ghost. Like, you feel me? But he's not. So, big respect to him.
Fucking Pedraza's wife made him sleep in the guest room after he came home from the Ramirez fight. He was like, motherfucker, who loved you? He looked like Martin at the Tommy Hearns put them paws on the Blunt. Oh man. But Pink Furry Goddess, the thing about the cutting the ring off thing, like a lot of people bring that up. Like, I watched that fight and I'm like, I really only bring up cutting off the ring when a guy really has no other way to be effective.
Win. Or
no other way to win. Ramirez was pretty effective without cutting off the ring. Like, so I see what you're saying though.
And Jeff brought up a very good point, and he always says this. I mean, we're gonna get to the comments in a second. There's not many fighters in boxing who actually cut off the ring that good. There's not many fighters that actually do. If you probably in all the divisions, there's probably like 10 to 12 fighters that do it well. Not many fighters do it successfully.
Not for no long stretches either. So
yeah, I mean, who can I think of that does it successfully? I can't think of one.
In that, I give Chavez. I would rank him as an all-timer when it comes to cutting the ring off.
Well, I'm
just thinking all time. I don't know.
Time.
Yeah. No, I get that. Modern era is a bit difficult because not much
Because
dude
everybody want to be a counterpuncher, bro. That's what it is. Like this the pretty boy era. Everybody want to shoulder roll and you know what I'm saying. Don't nobody want to do the basics. Hands up, roll with the punches, get your head off line. The simple things. Everybody want to be super cute and an instant IG star. Like my dude, just stop trying to catch and shoot and just shoot. You set your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Feint.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, don't let me get on a rant about this new age boxing.
Right. Big shout out to YSM Sports Media. Said Brandon Lee, Richardson Hitchens, Barbosa are dark horses. I like Brandon Lee. I like Barbosa. Be honest with you, I have more questions about Hitchens than I do Barbosa and Brandon Lee. If I had to say who's the lesser of the three, I would say Hitchens. Another
Barbosa
name that hasn't been
hard,
Boxing
hard.
Yeah, Boxing Rashawn stole my thunder here, man. Subriel Matisse, man. He's a
Matisse is a dope file.
Yeah, he's a monster.
But you gotta get stepped
what
up.
Is that boy Nunez? He was on Showbox about a month ago. Is he 140? Nunez, is it?
I think he is 140. He's not there yet. I think he is 140.
Yeah, he had the blonde hair. You know,
I think he's 140. I think he's 140. He's a showbox fighter. He was in his ammo 160.
No, not ammo. Not why I say ammo, not ammo. Of course I know ammo. What's the other dude's name? My other young dude out of
Ford.
Ford. He's 135, right?
Ford. He won
135 or 1.
Raymond Ford, 130.
Cool.
I think I write Raymond Ford 130. YSM, I'm just saying the dark horses, they are dark horses in the division. Yeah, hey, YSM, man. 140 is deep, man. 140 deep, man. Deep for sure. T Finney in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said, "What up, brothers?" So is Haney and Cambosis now, and not Loma and Cambosis. What happened?
Loma's fighting in a war right now.
Yeah,
bro.
Loma.
He's in the front line.
Yeah, bro, it's international things going on right now, little bro.
Loma throwing check left hooks with machine guns and shit, man.
Literally, bro.
Yeah, literally.
They got the chopsticks out.
My God, Team and Gabu in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Big shout out.
What's
to
happening
you.
with the fight announcement?
What's up with the fight announcement, man?
Yeah.
It better be on this damn show too. Big shout out to you though, bro. Pink Furry got his but his eye was swelling early in the fight. That's true.
Yeah, but it wasn't swelling from not being punched. That's all I'm trying to say, baby girl.
Right.
You know, I don't argue with you and say you wrong or anything. I'm just saying.
No, you're definitely not wrong. We just
you know what I'm saying?
Context.
Yeah. Trying to get a boy some propers for what he did do well. Like
yeah.
For what we didn't see that they didn't do well, but he won the fight. And I mean, he was smacking the bull with the little baby shovels you be in the yard working on the guards with. He was like hitting him with that, bro, because his face was all messed up. So, you know, I'm just trying to give him some credit, though. That's all.
Absolutely. Say also that was an iPad typo. I meant beat the crap. Not, but we got you.
Yeah. While we're on that topic, bro, we might as well talk about how poor. I'm not gonna lie. This dude, Julio Cesar Martinez. I'm not gonna lie. That Reynoso camp's taking L's, bro. They taking L's because that is a massive L. I don't care what anyone says. I give credit to Chocolatito, but I don't know what's worse, bro. I don't know what's worse. To move up a weight class and miss weight and then still lose so comprehensively. This dude got absolutely destroyed. Julio Cesar Martinez got destroyed. He got absolutely destroyed.
Let me say something. That style that he used, bro, was just successful and let the dude as a Hernandez, he just won a title, literally fighting like that. So maybe he saw something that he thought would work for him, but my dude, he didn't land. He wasn't throwing to where the opening was, bro. He was just throwing the punch he decided to let go, whether it was open or not, bro. I'm watching this fight like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like in your corner, he didn't throw one single straight punch in that fight whatsoever. He threw uppercuts only. The dude Martinez, Julio Cesar Martinez.
But Martinez, in his last fight, he got dropped against some dude. I don't know who he was fighting. He got dropped in the first round. And this dude's always been reckless. And this is the thing, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with these fighters. But I have to call it out when I see it. The dude moved up a weight class and missed weight, bro. He moved up a weight class and missed weight. Bro, that's crazy.
What I think they misjudged the balance of the weight. They knew he needed every extra ounce to make what power he does have count against a guy that's a machine when it comes to boxing. Dude is a phenomenal boxer, even at the age of 34. Big respect to him. He did what he was supposed to do. And actually, it worked out better for him because he's not very good in trilogy situations. So I'm just saying he might want to avoid that, bro. If you really look at his record, he's not very good at trilogy situations. So I try to stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? Going back down that. Yes, he is. Man, he is down in both his trilogies outside of this one that we coming up now. And he down in this one. Really? You know what I'm saying?
Who's he fighting next? Estrada?
I hope not.
Possibly.
I hope not.
I mean, he don't have to fight Wrong Versailles anymore because Wrong Versailles just lost to that other dude. What's that dude that won the other day? Was it Vargas?
Yeah. It might be Estrada. Who
else is there at one? There's not much dudes at that weight class, to be honest, though.
Yeah.
I mean, was this?
I heard they might move Chocolatito up, though. And there's some good fights at 118. I
like Chocolatito at 118.
Him versus Nonito Doné.
Bro, that'd be epic.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think he got the power for 118, bro.
He ain't got the power for Doné.
Bro, he was hitting that dude with everything and the kitchen sink. And he got his attention several times. He near got to them legs. You know what I'm talking about? He near had him, skating on that ring or anything.
They're talking about the other Japanese cat called Ayoka. Him versus Ayoka as well. That's supposed to be a unification.
Oh yeah, L-Dub did put that up on the ground. That's a good look too. Unification.
I mean, Japan's trying to do their thing with boxing right now, so.
Right.
Yeah, they supposed to be having the borders open back up.
Yeah, I mean, Murata versus Golovkin is happening in Japan as well, so.
Yeah. Hopefully that.
And Golovkin's getting put in a casket, bro. I'm telling you that now. I'm making my statement right now. Golovkin's getting knocked out clean. I'm telling everybody, bro. Murata's knocking this dude out. Murata is knocking out Golovkin, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't know, boy. You get over there and get some of them goddamn fish brains and shit, man. Do a little something for your DNA. You know what I mean? Might get Golovkin, might get that youth pack, bro. You don't know. I mean, I see what you're saying. I lean card because it's going down in Japan, so I lean card. But if you want to put an exclamation point on it, you would have to necessarily say Golovkin going to be foot on the gas. You feel what I'm saying? And probably going for it. So
he's going to walk into something, bro. And bro,
yeah, I get you on that. Yeah, you can walk into something.
You could arguably say Murata's the hardest hitter that Golovkin's ever fought. You can make that argument. On a single punch.
Yeah, but Murata is... He kind of almost like Bivol, bro. He mechanical to me.
Mechanical, but this dude's got killer as well. You see what he did to Rob Brandt, bro? He ironed that dude out, literally. I remember watching that fight live. He knocked that dude out so smooth. He hit that dude with that shot. I was watching the fight, and he hit it with a one shot. The fight was over. Ironed him over like a shirt. Just pressed on him.
I mean, I ain't gonna. Like I said, he not fluid. Like, you know how boxing is, baby. You got some bounce to you. You know what I mean? You got a little shoulder. He seemed like everything is Terminator-esque with him. And if Golovkin can kind of punch first to me, kind of, you know what I mean, find the proper range, because obviously he going up against a bigger guy. So he gotta get in, stay in, or get out and stay.
But you know the problem with Golovkin, and Jeff will say this as well. He wait for you to finish punching before he starts punching.
Right.
I mean that's why I said if he gonna stay out. until dude that shot his load, then get in and go to work. Because
Right.
we still got to see what Murata defense is like. We giving him a lot of offensive credit. Is he taking shots to the chin? What is he like under?
Yeah. He can get kicked as well. But I'm just thinking Golovkin's past it, bro. This dude ain't fought in almost 2 years. And when he did fight, he almost got knocked
Might
out.
do you some good, baby. Might do you some good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. T. Finney said, was it the Russia and Ukraine war stuff? Yeah, pretty much. Usyk, Lomachenko, those guys, like they on hold right now. Like not only because they're at war, but you got to worry about them from a mental standpoint too, mental and emotional standpoint. That's war on all levels. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully everything will be all right with them. They come back, do what they do. Boxing with Sean. Don't forget Elvis Rodriguez. I like that name.
Mm-hmm.
I like that name. 140 can go easily 15 deep. Easily 15 deep. And what Top Rank did with Elvis Rodriguez, they was dead wrong for that. That man took one loss and just dumped him. Top Rank got a habit of doing that too. They got a habit of doing that as well. T. Finney, I had forgot Loma went back to his country to fight. Yeah, that's the main reason. Like, if Haney gets the fight, he literally stumbled into it.
Haney's gonna destroy Kambosos as well. He is going to destroy Kambosos. That dude is gonna box his head off, bro.
What you think about that, vlog?
This might be the KO we've been asking for.
Nah. Jeff, who's the KO?
I'm gonna say this. First of all, Kambosos ain't the type of dude that has the ability to get inside and do that damage. You understand what I'm saying? So if Haney getting off and he at the range, he might be able to box him out. I ain't saying knock him out with some one punch, but grind him out with a ref in there like, yo, let me bail this dude out in front of his home country because he about to lose his bottom lip. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that kind of knockout. Not
the reason why we're laughing is because earlier today, bro, Jeff, you walked into this one, by the way. You walked into this one. Jeff was talking about who Devin Haney can knock out. So Jeff, you can lay the foundations for this one.
All right, so we were so I was like, I told Shane, I said when vlog get on today, I said I gotta give him some props for Haney because I found somebody that Haney will probably knock out and I'll probably bet some money on it. Amir Khan might be the only person that I would guarantee a knockout with Haney, bro.
Nah,
guarantee.
You telling me the offense that Haney puts out, that a dude that accepts punches the way Kambosos does is going to stand up under that for 12 rounds?
I mean, so did Ramirez accept punches.
Absolutely.
But Ramirez been a solid dude that kind of knows how to eat shots.
He just got knocked out, bro. He just got knocked out.
Yeah, that's because of what Haney did to him. I mean, you get beat around like that for 12 rounds. Man, your daughter's subject to catch you in the hallway slipping. You know what I mean? I got to the bathroom first, bop. I'm just saying. He put the hands on, he softened him up. You know what I mean? So you just don't know, bro. Those is residual knockouts, bro. That's what you call a residual knockout. Dude need to send Haney some commission.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Edwin Castillo. Lay off the Canelo stuff, please, bro. Lay off the Vaseline for one day,
bro. Team and Gobble, I'm with Makabu's manager now. And has some spicy news soon, guys.
But all I'm going to say is, bro, knock Makabu out and get the Canelo fight. I want accreditations, bro. Knock Makabu out and get the Canelo fight. That's what I want to happen, bro.
Damn, accreditations. I'm trying to be in the corner.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you some advice in between rounds.
Literally, bro. I'll tell you how to beat Canelo. God's sake, I'll tell you how to beat Canelo, bro. Edwin Castillo's in the comments as well, so I'll tell you how to beat Canelo, bro.
Big shout out to Ngabu, man. Pink Furry Goddess, April 30th can't come fast enough. Shakur Stevenson is ready for this fight, and this is the perfect time, both in their prime as well. I'm also excited for Spence Ugas pay-per-view. Take my money. Yeah, I mean,
Ugas is gonna get destroyed.
top flight
looking
fights.
big out there, boy. He looking hawkish. He looking real thick, boy. I'm
Who
just
you
saying.
talking about? Who you talking about?
Ugas was out. You ain't seen the boxing? Yeah.
I told you, man. That's that new money. That new money had you looking good, baby.
He out there with the new Nautilus equipment and shit, nigga.
Yeah,
Bro, you see this dude, bro? This dude is looking smooth, bro. Oh my god, bro. I see him at that press conference, bro. This dude didn't even have a speck of dust on him, bro.
He got a VIP look. He got a VIP look. Yo, before he got the bread, he had the George Jefferson cut, man. Bald in the front, had the sides in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, he had the Uncle Phil John. He had the Uncle Phil look, man. Man, once he starts seeing that bread,
he's shining.
Bald head shiny, teeth extra white, the clothes is right, jewelry hanging,
bro.
His lady looking proper,
clean, bro. And you see his wife as well, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she's looking clean.
Listen, man. Ugas about to get that Reynoso pack, and it's about to be on, bro. It's about to be
literally.
Hey, I think he already on it, bro. This motherfucker out there looking real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Is there more than testing for that?
Real high.
Probably so. Should be. Boxing was showing Arroyo and Olympian. Yeah, he said also who is Chocolatito lost to in the trilogy.
Wrong.
That's his name. Wrong Versailles Wingot.
Yeah, wrong Versailles.
It's Wingot. That's what they got.
Bro, this is the same thing that Joseph Gwilt was talking about when he was talking about commentary. When those Asian fighters, they have to call them by their first name because their last name is all crazy. But his name Wrong Versailles, whatever his surname. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Wingot is bad too, my dude. So either one is, you know,
big shout out. Big shout out to Joseph Gwilt, man. I couldn't do it, bro.
He's amazing at it, though. You seen him do the announcing. He's amazing.
He's tough at it, for real. Boxing was showing Estrada has a Mando with Bam's brother. Damn, I didn't even know that.
But Estrada already gave up one of his straps already, bro. He ain't fighting for straps. He's fighting for money, bro. He gave up one of his straps already.
Yeah. Loma is also a 4-weight champion. No, he said Ayoka.
But when you're fighting at those weight classes, they're talking about 2 pounds, 105, 112. They're not that much of a difference, so it's easy to.
Was it 105? What is it? 105, 108, 112, 115, 118.
There's not much of a difference. Like 3 pound, 4 pound difference here, and there's not much of a difference.
Murata is too wide. That's the one problem I have with Murata. Being robotic and wide usually gets you clipped. But at the same time, with Golovkin, the layoff concerns me. The travel concerns me. The fact
that the Canelo fight already concerns me because he could just be thinking, I'm looking at the payday, bro.
Yeah, the Canelo stuff concerns me. It's a lot that concerns me with Golovkin.
Question: when y'all say the Canelo stuff concerns y'all, do y'all have those same concerns for Ryan Garcia?
No.
In terms of what?
Okay. So his mental, so Gennady Golovkin's mental capacity to withstand outside jargon is less than Ryan Garcia's.
No, the reason why is because for one, Golovkin's already looking at it as the only way this dude can beat me is if I both stand toe to toe. So I just might as well cruise this to points. But the reason why I'm saying this is because Ryan Garcia is in a situation where there isn't another fight at the end of the tunnel. There's already a Canelo fight at the end of the tunnel for Golovkin. All Golovkin needs to do is see that final bell, bro. That's all he needs to do. In my mind, if I'm Golovkin, I'm saying, bro, I'm just trying to avoid all banana skins right here. I'm just going to cruise for this fight, take no risk, minimum risk, and go 12. Ryan Garcia don't have to do that. Because at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia ain't got no fight at the end of this fight. He ain't got no
Yeah.
60, 30, 40 million at the end of this fight, bro.
And the Canelo concerns I had, vlog, just to clarify a little bit, is like that's Triple G's like whole existence. Canelo, like, is either Canelo or nothing. So the fact that he has one fight left and then he gets Canelo, can he overcome, like, just thinking about Canelo and actually pay attention to the task at hand, which is Murata? Because there's some things that Triple G can do technically to make this fight real easy.
It's like when AJ was fighting Ruiz. He just knew he had one fight away from fighting Wilder or whatever was gonna happen. You know, you gotta get that dude out of your head and focus at the task at hand.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. So I wouldn't. But I mean, like you said, like the Ryan Garcia thing, like I mean, I have concerns about him as well. You know what I'm saying? Going into the fight, I know Tagu's the underdog and all that, but
Tagu's confident as hell though. I can't even lie, bro. I heard Tagu speak in that interview. I was like, bro, you speaking like blunt.
Yeah, I mean, he was talking that shit. He was talking that shit.
He was like, bro, this is an easy fight. He said, easy fight. And he was so happy that he's got this fight because people can see how good he is. But I was like, I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it.
He was talking that shit. He was talking that shit. I had to be honest with you. I think Vlog wrote that shit for him to shade. But you know, that's neither here nor there. But
you over here on this soil, you gonna get a certain bit of swagger, you know what I'm saying, about yourself when you're tiptoeing around us. You feel me? So get your game right, get your game face on. I see your boy try to get a little touchy feely. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, thank you, Slick, with that, huh? He tried to do what the frame game was like. You know what I mean? He would go touch his shoulder and go grab around the shoulder. Get your punk ass off me and feel these hands during the fight. I seen he thought he was slick. You know what I mean? See what he was working with. Seeing your boy was, you know, he had the shirt on and everything. So Ryan gonna reach over there and like, oh shit, that solid up under here, baby. Solid. Get these hands.
For sure.
The problem with him is they probably picked Targu to be food. But they ain't seen enough tape on this dude, so they don't know what they're gonna get.
Listen, they not on the black web like me and Vlog looking for the fights, baby. You know what I'm saying?
On the dark
it's risky. It's risky, but no, like respect to Ryan Garcia for taking the fight because he could have took a lot less of an opponent. So we gotta give him credit for that as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hector, big shout out to you, bro. Said Murata is not that good, to be honest. Derevianchenko, who Triple G beat, would destroy Murata.
Derevianchenko almost knocked out Golovkin, and Derevianchenko just lost to what's my boy's name? Adames. So I ain't so confident about that, bro.
Yeah. And then Derevianchenko,
Murata big. He like a 168er.
Yeah, that's a big boy. So
that dude can crack, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this dude's got power, bro. He's got power.
Yeah. Boxing with Sean, Triple G will win with his jab. Well, Sean, that's why I was saying he could make the fight easy, strictly off the jab.
But that's gonna go 12.
But Sean, you always got to remember politics of boxing. He on the other man's home soil. So you got to look at that and kind of think in the back of your head.
Golovkin is the B-side for this fight. I think people need to understand is Murata's team who put the money up for this fight. You know, it worked for Golovkin.
It is in Japan, bro. So the house fighter scenario always plays, especially in these big fights. We just saw Taylor and the boy Cataract. What's the name? Cantrell.
Cataract.
Cataract. You gotta get.
I said that's an eye disease, bro.
Oh yeah, that is.
You call it cataract.
I need something.
Oh man, Edward Castillo, what's going on, bro? Says salute, fam. He says, "See Haney give props to the king of boxing. Can I have a pick?" Who are you talking about?
Yeah, no, he's talking about Devin Haney took a picture with Canelo.
Oh, good for him. Good for him, man.
I hope he's gonna take.
I'm moving on.
It's just called marketing. It's just all.
Is he gonna take a picture with Canelo after he takes that second L of his career, bro? I'm telling you, Bivol's Bivol's coming for this team, bro. Trust me. It's coming for this team.
Pink Furry Goddess. Go ahead, Vlog.
I see a scenario where it's a draw, baby. Nobody loses. You telling me if he loses, if it's a draw that takes steam off of Canelo, and actually people gonna be like, man, he fought the bigger dude. And it's a bunch of, you know how the Canelo surf gods are. So you know what I mean? They out there out of water surfing. So I'm just saying, bro, it's built to me. It's a draw. Because Bivol is still a big entity. I don't think they want to lose that as far as what they can do with him down the road on the unification side of the game. You know what I mean? Canelo's not going to stay at 175. So why give him a championship that he won't defend? He ain't knocking Bivol out.
No, that's a fact.
I don't.
I
Draw,
think
I
just
think they're gonna rob Bivol.
I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way Bivol can actually not lose a fight is a draw. I just don't see. I don't see them. Yeah, I just don't see
this dude because they got 130 million on this dude.
But check this out. But even in your estimations, a draw could be considered a robbery because a draw is taking the.
No, agreed.
Yeah,
I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
But a draw still works from a promotional and a platform base. You still have both entities, and you're still able to resell them without explaining a loss or some sort of comeback scenario sort of thing.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the only way.
And the Golovkin fight probably sells more if he draws. Because right now, everybody thinks Golovkin's food for Canelo. I'm not even going to lie.
But the thing, the thing about it is, I guess, let me ask this question. Is that supposed third fight on the contract an open fight just in case he got to do a rematch with one of these dudes?
I don't know.
I mean, think about it.
Rematch with who? With Bivol?
No, so he has a 2-fight deal, right? So
yeah,
he has a 2-fight deal. So let's run with your scenario, Vlog. He does a draw with Bivol, right? Bivol wins the fight, but they gave him a draw. Obviously, he's gonna have to run that back. That's the third fight in the contract.
You don't have to. You don't.
But
have
the
to
thing is,
in
the contract though, does he have to win that fight to get the Triple G fight?
So is you telling me rematch scenarios is his way to duck Andrade again?
No, we off Andrade. We off Andrade on this one because that's a legit possibility.
That's what
I got out of it. That's the first thing I thought.
I heard, bro, the third fight, and this is what I heard. We know that Joe Smith Jr. and Beterbiev are fighting in spring, and if he fights Golovkin, maybe the third fight on that contract is the winner of Beterbiev Joe Smith for undisputed at 175.
Yo, if that's the third fight,
in that scenario, that means he beats Bivol.
Yeah, I'm saying that. That's what they're probably planning for.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if Bivol, if he draws with Bivol, does he get the Golovkin fight? Like, is the contract still intact?
He should do because it's 2 different weight classes.
No, the only reason I asked that is because Triple G does not get the fight if he loses to Murata. That's in the contract.
Oh, that's for Golovkin, though. That's not for Canelo.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying for Canelo.
That's what questions. Huh? And let me hit you with this. Are these sort of deals bad for boxing?
I'm only addressing it because you said a draw. You said you could see a draw.
I'm looking at it
because he's asking a good question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Based on the way I asked my question. Because if you're telling me he got a 3-fight deal, it's based on a certain scenario that you're able to sell these 3 fights. You have to go back to the drawing board if he loses the first fight. So you're telling me the first fight is 2 ways to come out for him to come out clean on the other side is a draw or a flat out win.
Right. So are you saying, what was the question again, bro?
He said,
are these deals bad for boxing?
No.
Should we know about this?
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it.
I mean, I agree with it. I kind of think in a sense it is bad for boxing, in a sense.
This is the only sport where it would be looked at, it'll be frowned upon
No,
Every other
but the
sport,
reason,
every
the
other
reason
sport, everybody know who playing next.
I know, but the reason why I say it's in a sense it's wrong, because we look at someone like a Canelo, for example. Canelo's got all this money on the table. He's not going to get a fair Bivol ain't going to get a fair decision because he just invested 130 million on
That's
him.
what I just said.
That's why I'm saying it's not
But
good for boxing.
Yeah.
but
Because
the thing is, Shane, and this is where I disagree with both of y'all. Y'all both know that'll be the case whether the public knows it or not.
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Can we all agree
Now,
on that? Can we agree on that?
See, that's my point.
Can we agree
But
on that, Vlog?
yeah, I agree with you. But at least you're still playing a sense of a magician to a certain extent. Don't
Make
show
it better,
me how you gonna do the trick and then still do
it
the
don't
trick.
make it better though.
Like you know what, a Vlog, can I follow up on that real quick, yo?
No,
So,
I'm just saying you feel me
I'm
like,
with you. I'm with you. So
I hear what you're saying. I just don't
I hear
think
what
it
you're
makes
saying,
it
but
easier.
so check it out. So like when Canelo won that fight, right? And then they put the theme music on and Triple G walked to the ring after the fight. Like technically the public wasn't supposed to know about that, but we all knew about that. So it looked like a setup, right?
Yeah.
The public wasn't supposed to know that, but we knew it anyway. That's why I was saying, like, I understand the question. I guess it depends on who we talking about. If you can give me an example outside of Canelo, then we can talk about it.
Anybody.
I mean, an example,
Spence.
for example.
Let's just say Spence.
No. I got a better example for you guys, bro. A better example. And as soon as I say it, you're gonna be like, that's a good example. Wilder and Fury. When Fury was cut against Otto Walling, they already had that Wilder fight signed, bro. If that Wilder fight wasn't signed and due to happen, they might have stopped that fight. They might have stopped that fight because of that cut, bro.
See what I mean? See, that's my point exactly.
But the thing is, again, if we didn't know about that, we would have been going on here the next day and been like, yo, why the hell they ain't stopped that fight? And then 2 days later, they would have announced the fight. You know what I'm saying?
But bro,
yes.
You got to remember that also affects judges, bro. If the judges are in the ignorant sense, if the referees are ignorant like fans are, let's say, for example, and they don't know, because everybody knew that while the fight was happening. If they didn't know, they could be thinking, you know what? Well, we ain't saving Fury for an extra day because there's nothing to save him for. They know that they're getting 100 million off that next fight. There's a lot to save him for. There's something to save him for. You see my point? So, like, having fights down the line is just, in certain aspects, when you got a bigger money fight and then a fight that's not making you no bread, I just feel like there's more room for controversy.
No, I know. It's and the thing is, but what you tell me all the time, Shane? All publicity is good publicity, right?
I ain't disagreeing with the business. I'm just talking about from a fan's perspective.
Hey, we got a lot of problems. As from a fan perspective, we got a lot of problems. Like the sport ain't regulated. We always gonna have problems. You know what I'm saying? So
question on, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, can I pull for somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but Vlog, I agree with you 100% in the sense of Canelo, because if there was no politics or no money involved, you couldn't tell me Bivol don't have a good shot at winning this fight. But because of the money, because of the politics, I'm like, yo, the most that Bivol can get out of this is a draw. The most he can get out of this is a draw.
But that's what I said. And also because of politics, that's also a cool way to go, because you're not writing off a complete, let's say, a boxing landscape. Mm-hmm. You take a fight from a Russian fighter that fans may be like, yo, he kind of might have won that fight, or that was a complete robbery. Then you're gonna lose a whole landscape of people that it's just not gonna help you, because again, that Eastern European regime going on, they feed the sport. They have good athletes that come to the sport. So
and I just don't think
politics, really.
I just don't think it's a good look for the zone. Let's keep it all the way 100, bro. Like, people already have this stigma attached to Canelo that he gets favorable decisions. He got 2 against Golovkin. He got 1 against Erislandy Lara, Austin Trout. He got 1 against Floyd Mayweather. So people already have this thought about this dude. So I'm just thinking to myself, when you look at someone like a Bivol, you know, I just can't see this dude winning this fight. I just see it as being a robbery, bro. I just see it being and I'm picking Bivol to win, but just lose by a robbery. That's what's gonna happen. Bivol's gonna win, but lose by a robbery. That's what I'm picking.
I think my scenario of a draw makes better sense if you want to talk robbery, because it's sellable that Canelo even went to try to make that move, coming from the 168 scenario that he just went on. So it's commendable for that aspect. And then also he's still in this 3-fight deal, then also plays in the rematch scenario that Jeff brought up that got us to this conversation like this. So I mean, I think it all kind of works out politically and as a platform. Dezan, Matchroom, who the fuck ever, all of that shit. So
Right. Pink Furry Goddess, if you paid attention closely at the press conference, Earl said he wants to be undisputed, so he will be fighting Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
soon.
he's gonna fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, he's gonna fight him.
I'm more confident now than I've ever been.
Yeah, I agree.
And we know why he gonna fight him.
Of course.
Exactly, of course.
Them hands from Boots. That's just plain and simple.
It's a business decision. You know what I'm saying? Smart.
I mean, because if you were smart, you go ahead, double back, get the bag for a couple mandatory fights if you that good. Then you make your boy wait just to really show him, look, man, I'm running this. You know what I'm saying? Like whoop-de-whoop.
Nah, bro, he's gonna fight. To me, bro, if I'm Crawford, bro, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna try fight Spence and fight my man, what's it called? Fight my man Castano at 154 when Castano beats Charlo.
You are tripping. you are tripping.
I'm joking. I think Charlo's gonna win that fight, but I'm joking.
Hey, he over there smoking on some of that ginger root.
Bro, it could happen, bro. It could happen, bro. It could happen.
Oh,
man.
I'm
just saying that man got rocked, bro. He man, you seen what he did to your boy Harrison. I can catch you. Let me go on out here and just open up.
But he almost got dropped as well, bro. Let's keep it real. We ain't gonna act like the dude
slipped on the rope.
Oh,
yeah, a little water back there, a little slip. That shit happens. They leave a little water around the ring, a little slip. Man, your boy backpedaling all the way across the ring. He went over there looking for his elementary school book bag. I'll leave it over here. I'm just saying. We know who Power really, was doing things in that fight.
Yo, that's funny. Edward Castillo. Benavidez talks smack when it's safe. He was asked, what would you say to Canelo if you bumped into him? He's here, looks around in fear. I would congratulate him and look up to him. He's the best.
Andrade pulled up on him, though. Andrade
definitely pulled up on him, for sure. But again, Edwin, it just goes down to what I said before. Canelo will never fight Benavidez. He will never fight Andrade. He will never fight Charlo. He just don't like the match.
Nah, he might fight Charlo. I can see him fighting Charlo. I can't see him fighting Andre, but I can see him fighting Charlo.
Because the thing is, my thing is, he will never. I don't see him fighting on PBC again, because if he fights on PBC again, he's going to fight one of those two guys.
Yeah,
he
Charlo.
Don't like that matchup. He don't like that matchup.
Nah, bro. I can see him fighting.
This is where I kind of see where Jeff going, but I'll say this: PBC's probably learned they're not going to allow him to do a one-fight scenario.
Exactly.
So if they can't get the dude, then we can guarantee he won't be on that side of the street.
Because the thing is,
I don't know why he wouldn't like the Charlo style. I don't know why he wouldn't like the Charlo.
But that's a one-fight deal. We get that. If that's a one-fight deal, I'd take that too if I was him. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's not a one-fight deal. Uncle Al and them let this money. He just went over there and robbed them. I mean, y'all sit down PHP to try to defend the last super middleweight strap y'all had, and you can't send a guy out there with single hands to defend the fort.
Yeah, like no, Vlog. I feel you on that, bro. I feel you. Boxing with Sean, not in the trilogy in the rematch. You talking about the Wrong side fight?
I think so.
Okay, no, fair enough. Edwin Castillo, you see Shane, you said his name, not me. He's trying to pin that on you, bro.
I don't.
Pink Furry Goddess Murata was handpicked so Gennady can score a highlight reel knockout.
That's a risk.
It's
If
risky.
I'm
That's
handpicking someone,
risky.
I'm handpicking someone that
But
can't knock
listen,
me out,
I
bro.
listen. Credit to Golovkin. Credit to Golovkin.
In fact,
2 year
Golovkin
layoff.
didn't pick Murata. Murata picked Golovkin.
Yeah. Credit to Triple G. You going out there, enemy soil, 2 year layoff. Murata can crack, and you probably not gonna get a victory on the cards. And a Canelo fight is on the deck. That's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. So we're gonna see how you respond to it.
But saying that the Canelo fight wasn't on the deck when he signed it the first time, but I agree.
But I'm pretty sure he probably had that in mind when he signed it, though.
Most likely.
What I will say is this: Gennady does have political lean, even in Japan, because Russia is a big supporter of Japan. So Japan
He's
is
not from Russia.
He's not from Russia.
Well, he Russian. All them niggas Russian. They all Russian, man. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. They all Russian. Goddamn last name Golovkin, your ass Russian, nigga. I don't want to
So
hear
wait,
none of that shit.
you Canadian, bro?
Beg your pardon?
Are you Canadian?
No, I'm American, motherfucker.
Canada and America the same thing, bro. Canada and America the same thing.
No, it's not, bro. That's they speak that hillbilly shit up there. They use all different kind of funny money.
Russia, cool, whatever. But I can't bother to go down to the geography of it, bro.
But that's my point of political. When you looking at boxing from a political landscape, he ain't completely abandoned. Him having a Russian lineage, so to speak. Let's just say he don't live in Russia in Moscow right now.
Yeah, we not turning this into National Geographic, man. We keep
that's what I'm talking about. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is he ain't over there butt naked by himself though. Because Russia is a big supporter of Japan, so they might not do him super dirty on the cards. Is what I'm trying to say.
He butt ass naked over there, bro. He butt ass naked.
No, he ain't, bro. You don't understand.
He butt ass naked with sushi stuck on his leg. Like it's bad, man. It's bad, bro. Hold on. Triple G is getting paid big for Murata.
Yeah, I know.
DAZN was paying him big anyway, though, Sean. His contract is big with DAZN.
Yeah, he was right behind Canelo.
Yeah, he had almost $100 million deal. Like,
and then who was up to $100 million or somebody like that?
Yeah, he was getting like between 10 and 15 million a fight.
Canelo though. It included Canelo though.
Yeah, but even his fights before that, he was making 10 plus on the DAZN deal.
Was he? I'm not saying he wasn't.
What was it? Steve Rolls. He made 10 mil for Steve Rolls.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he made 10 mil for Steve Rolls. That was his contract. It's his contract, bro. His contract was, I forgot how many fights, but it was up to $100 million.
DAZN could have given me some of that money, bro. At least 10%.
Right. After Murata fight, Triple G has 2 fights left to finish that DAZN contract. That's a big contract, man. It's a big contract.
You say Danny was on there for like 10 years?
Yeah, Danny did a good amount of time on there. Edwin, man, Lion Ryan, Pull Out Ryan, Queen Ryan gets respect for this fight. Wow.
Hold on,
let Vlog go. Let him go. Go ahead, Vlog.
He gets respect because he taking on a top 5 guy in the lightweight division, a dude I've been telling y'all about for over a year, bro. So yes, you got to give him respect for fighting the best competition that's out there. He ain't fighting other marquee fighters, but he's still fighting elite level competition. You just don't know about him because we don't got African TV, bro. That don't mean he ain't over there putting hands and feet on people. I'm just saying.
Boxing with Sean and Dom beat Murata in Japan. Yeah, and Dom fought.
I'm pretty sure they fought twice. Or did they only fight once? Did they not fight twice?
I could have sworn they fought twice.
Someone check and see. I'm pretty sure they fought twice.
Toshi in the building. Big shout out to Toshi. He said, I think Murata has a good chance to beat Golovkin. Canelo would love to fight in Japan as well. That was another question I had a week ago. I was like, if Murata wins a fight, does he replace Triple G in the contract?
Yeah, that would make obvious sense.
No, but I got different answers last week.
Oh well, I wasn't on here. I mean, but that would make obvious sense. It's still an international fight. We know him to do international fights. A Japanese fighter, he's never fought a Japanese fighter or Asian guy, I do believe. So why not put that on your resume? You know what I'm saying? So I think that why not do it for Dezan? Japan wide open again. So shit, go on over there and make an international card and sell it on pay-per-view on that side.
Yeah, I was right, bro. They fought twice. They fought. I knew they fought twice, bro.
Fought twice, yeah. And Dom a OG up in these streets too.
I'm pretty sure in the second fight, and Dom got knocked out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
bro.
he got knocked out. He got iced.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure he got knocked out. I think I even covered that fight. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I've watched a lot of fights. I'm getting old.
Edwin says, so he did lose. Shane, does that end his career or make him less of an elite fighter?
So who's you talking about?
Who you talking about, Edwin? Boxing, no disrespect, getting beat by Bivol. No, not at all. Edwin,
Bivol, bro, trust me. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you look see Bivol, you're gonna see pound for pound top 10 skills against Canelo. Trust me, this dude is an elite fighter, bro. Trust me, he's an elite fighter.
He's the second best 175 pounder in the world.
In my opinion, he could arguably be the best. But right now, you gotta give it
this nigga.
Hold on, Edwin. When he does, I will be here expecting a full apology to the man in Spanish from y'all.
If he beats Bivol, bro, if he beats Bivol fairly, VAR testing and no robbery on the cards, I'll put my hands up and say, you know what? All the credit to Canelo.
I would say, as Shane would say, if he beats him proper, if he beats Bivol proper, I won't say it in Spanish, but I'll give him his props though in English for sure.
Facts.
Boxing
bro.
was showing apparently Canelo has a 3-fight deal for 160 to 185.
What? Are you crazy?
160 to 185 million?
Hell no, bro.
Pounds.
But 85 ain't a weight class.
And now he ain't moving until 160 neither.
For one of the big cruiserweight dudes.
But he ain't moving to 160. If Canelo moves to 160, if Canelo moves to 160, that will give me even more proof that he ducked Andre. If he moves to 160 to fight Golovkin, that'll give me even more proof that he ducked Andre.
160, that gives me proof that he deucing. Because that shit is not fucking healthy for nobody to be going up and down and weight and then be in competition behind that, bro. So,
it's not good. And to be honest with you, it's not common. It's not common for a person to be that successful.
That's allegedly. Let me just hit the allegedly button.
Bro, it's crazy. Let Fulton move up and fight Shakur Stevenson and then come back down and fight MJ, bro. Ain't happening, bro. It's just not happening.
Yeah. He said, I hear Ryder or Makabu. I guess he's saying that's the third fight.
Nah,
wow.
I hope not.
Crazy. Slimy Guys team. What's going on, good bro? He said vlog always sees a draw. That's a fact. That's a fact. Pink Furry Goddess. Canelo will never lose on DAZN. He's the reason people purchased DAZN in the first place. If everyone remembers that, that's their guy. He doesn't have to fight anyone if he doesn't want to. He's safe
exactly,
there.
Bro.
That's
my point, bro. That's why I'm saying.
But in this situation, a draw doesn't hurt Canelo. He's a dude that already has losses on his resume. So I don't think a draw hurts him as being that guy on the platform.
He has one loss on his resume. Arguably. You have to say that because obviously the Golovkin fight was a draw, but we know what happened in the Golovkin fight.
Right. Quotations. Hector, what are your thoughts on Andre versus Parker? Queensberry won the bid, so I'm pretty sure the fight will be in the UK in favor of Parker.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking it's gonna be a competitive fight. Then I went back in my memory and I remember Parker got absolutely destroyed by Darryl Williams, and I'm thinking, Andre, that's feud for Andre, bro.
Yeah,
Feud.
Andre gonna have his way with him.
That
What
dude
you
ain't got
think?
no
Hold on. I gotta give Vlog the floor because he about to give us all the reasons Parker should be winning this fight. Go ahead, Vlog.
Man, how you know that, bro?
I
What
seen your
I
I seen
wasn't gonna
outside
tell
of
you
the head wrap. I
nothing
seen
about that.
I seen
No,
the
I
gears
wasn't
going like
even
this.
going that route. I wasn't even going that route. I've been learning from you guys about the smoky room deal shit, and I thought that deal was kind of disrespectful. Your boy getting like 1.8 million. This boy Parker getting like 600,000, and it's in Parker backyard, bro. I just thought, and Parker was already the mandatory for the WBO, so they forced this fight down his throat. Why? Because I guess the way the WBO does it, they acknowledge the division lower champ coming up, giving them an opportunity. But the payout to me, I thought was unfair. So that's where really I was gonna go. I mean, Andre should win. That's I agree with y'all with that. But I mean, I give Parker a shot. He got youth on the side.
He got
Andre,
size, bro. That dude is big. That dude is humongous, bro.
we gotta be honest. Andre ain't been looking super slick and like no world beater in these last two. So
I mean, his last fight he looked good, but he's fighting a bum. But his last fight he looked good.
Well, I can't give you credit for looking good against a bum when a dude that went out there and got beat around by the poorest version of Roy Jones I've ever seen, you went the distance with. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. That's like me out there trying to be Iverson right now. Like, so that's how Eubanks looked, but he pulled it off. Because I don't know what the fuck Liam was doing out there. Why are you trying to box, bro? Put your head down.
I know, bro. That was, and I still say it, bro. That was one of the worst performances from a coach I've seen in my life. That's top 10.
Bro, that's what leads me to what Goosen gonna do with Ryan. What is you gonna do, bro? Like, seriously, this is you. It's chess now, baby. You understand what I'm talking about? What's your game plan? What you bringing to this dude? I hope you're not gonna try to implement defense at this stage of the game, because
He apparently, according to Mr. Golden Boy Oscar De La Hoya, he's got a power jab. He's got a power jab coming. Jab, straight shots coming. So
I gotta apologize to Vlog. I thought he was really gonna come in here and give us a whole spiel on Parker, man. I'm proud of you,
defending Parker. I'm still defending Parker, but I just thought the money was unfair. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You mean how they divvying up the money is unfair?
Yeah, how they divvying up the money for
this to be different. It's no different to what's happening with Dylan White, though, isn't it? Dylan White and
I mean, if you look at it that way, y'all do business like that over there. I'd be ready to see Andre before they get on the plane.
That's a sanctioning body thing, though, Vlog.
No, but the reason I'm saying that is because if you look at it, bro, if they remember in the White Fury situation, they looked at previous persons. I'm pretty sure Zach Parker hit 600,000 once in his career, maybe not even 400,000 in his career. He might be fighting for 100. His highest paid, he might be 100,000.
It might be as big as.
But technically, his next bout should be for millions.
Not necessarily.
Bro, he was already the mandatory for the WBO against.
Who's he gonna fight?
He was the WBO mandatory before they let this Andre join.
I know he was the WBO mandatory, but I'm saying who was he going to fight? Because the champion's Canelo. He ain't fighting Canelo. So who is he gonna fight, bro?
That's not duck. Like when they do you, when the WBO does you like that, aren't they helping the duck?
Bro, this happens with Canelo. When was the last time Canelo fought a mandatory, bro? Let's just keep it real, bro. This dude don't fight mandatories. So I don't even know why Andre's taking this fight. Because it's not like Canelo's gonna even fight you. He's not gonna fight you, bro. So there's no point. Canelo don't fight mandatories. And I know people are going to say he fought Yildirim. That don't count. He don't fight mandatories, bro. This dude don't fight. He didn't fight a mandatory at 175. He didn't fight a mandatory at 160. He ain't fought a mandatory at 168, bro. He ain't going to fight no mandatories. So there's no point even being a mandatory for Canelo. The best thing you could be is an interim champion. So when he drops the strap, you're champion. That's the best thing to do, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's Parker's biggest payday. I think they need to I do think they need to look into the sanctioning bodies need to look into how they divvy up these purses when it comes down to, you know, like purse bids and all that other stuff. Like I do think some people getting certain amounts is not really fair. You know what I'm saying? So but that's, you know, that's a sticky situation, you know. But no, I mean, Flo, you got a point. I ain't saying you don't have a point. But you know, is this because it was 1 point? I mean, to be honest with you, I thought the bid was fair. Because like neither guy really.
The breakup to me.
The breakup, yeah. I thought the bid was fair. Like the overall bid amount, like it was more than what I thought they was going to bid. To be honest with you, but yeah, like you said, Dibby ended up.
What would have been the split between Joe Joyce and Usyk when they ordered that fight? Because it's a similar situation.
Would that have been what, 75-25?
I'm asking. I'm wondering. I don't know.
Good question.
Because it's the same situation. Usyk being the champion at a lower weight class, Joe Joyce being the mandatory.
We might have to ask about that.
Again, if you say fair to me in that scenario, with you not dependent, they not dependent on Andre to sell no fannies in the seats. So it's up to Parker and them to really.
What amount? What you thought was fair? Let me ask that.
85, close to 9.
880. Oh, 850, 900,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in that scenario,
money, bro.
I think in that scenario, bro.
Yeah, but again, you're in the young man's backyard, and you're expecting that young man to do a certain part of the home court promotion. Andre, that international name that the Irish fans come to see.
I gotta block somebody.
No, I'm looking at Will Stokes, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
The worst that scoring fight.
Okay, hold on. All right. The one thing that I will the one thing I will say before you go, bro, is I do think in situations like that, they do need to open up opportunities for guys in those situations to make some back end bread. So if they was gonna give him 600,000, give him an opportunity to make a little bit of extra since he got to do the leg work because it's in his own hometown, all that good stuff. So I do agree.
But he's most likely gonna get that. His promotional company is doing it, so most likely will get some.
He probably gonna get some back end money. So he might hit that 859 vlog. It might just be, it might be some duffel bag money though, off the books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
You know. Edwin, you probably can't see the link, but ESPN has the articles on that whole debacle. Said vlog, my homie, what do you say on the fights Andre turned down? He did Laura the same, Canelo did him word for word, Jermell, Derevianchenko, and Triple G in his prime. You can't blame anyone but him. His words.
What is he talking about?
He's talking about Andre.
Andre ducking fights. I never claimed to be a dude that said Andre.
He didn't duck Golovkin, and he didn't duck Derevianchenko.
Yeah.
I can't talk about the Jamel thing. The Jamel thing's Jamel.
That's what happened. Yeah. Edwin, he said,
like the decisions made, I wouldn't say he hasn't, stubbed his toe at times. I'm not saying he ducked nobody though. I can't confirm that, but
Edwin Castillo always brings
in business. You don't always make the best moves when you're dealing with family and business.
Hey, like you brought up the same thing last time with the Derevianchenko thing, and I'm like, bro, you like we corrected you, and you still want to persist with this ignorance. So move on, Jeff.
Get the real John before I get up out of here. Let me see what.
All right, I got
you.
He said, Edwin said he said everything from his mouth on why he declined each guy at the time. It wasn't till his twilight that he wants all the big names. Kaya Kiki 94, Buy Flowers, Primes. Hey man, listen, if you gonna put that on here, at least give us an affiliate link so we can get some of that bread too. Pink Furry Goddess Ennis needs to fight my friend Blair Cobbs, the most exciting man in boxing. I'm not gonna let Vlog get off. I'm not gonna let Vlog get off on that because he gotta go. Edwin Castillo.
No. He caught. Hey, big shout out to Kyle for taking that fight though. He got problems, so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he don't get out of there unscathed.
Being a legit fight. I'm good. Remember this comment. This is where I'm supposed to be at. Okay, Shane?
Yeah.
Because I want to get to the Will comment. Because I haven't seen it. God damn, a lot of comments. God shit. He said, I thought Pedraza was robbed. Had it 8-4.
Even the rounds he rocked Ramirez and he lost, bro.
I mean, I don't have to say
Hold on. I got another one to add on to that. He said scored it with Dub. Dub had it 6-6.
And I'm gonna tell you this again. Just because Dub is the plug of information doesn't mean he scores rounds, bro. Because he actually doesn't. He's another. He don't score rounds. He's a plug when it comes to information, but in-game analysis ain't that strong. If he thought that was a draw, bro.
I had an 8-4. I had an 8-4 for Ramirez.
Yeah. I had Ramirez winning that fight comfortably.
Yeah.
I don't even think Pedraza thought he won the fight, bro.
Hell no. His face tell you he didn't win the fight.
Yeah, facts. Edwin Castillo, he doesn't have to. He's paid his dues at 25, the age David is. Look at the people Canelo fought by 27. He was getting it on with Triple G. Pink Furry Goddess said, I'm Canadian. Okay, so what's up? Edwin, Triple G is Russian. He was born in the Soviet Union.
As I said, Viva la Russia, man. God damn, I told you.
This nigga's from Kazakhstan, bro. I've never seen him wave a
Russian, bro. All that shit Russian.
Boxing was showing Russia supports China, not Japan.
That's the same shit, man. All them motherfuckers all getting their military from Russia. All them motherfuckers, man. Trying to divvy that shit up, man. Them motherfuckers is all cousins.
Edwin Castillo, it was a 6-fight deal. Triple G is
Kazakhstan from Kazakhstan.
Edwin Castillo, Macabre was number 2 cruiserweight. So where's Canelo's credit, dude?
I mean, I wouldn't say Macabre's number 2. I wouldn't say Macabre's number 2, but cool. I wouldn't say he's number 2.
I see what you're saying, though. Said yes 2 times. And Espanol, my friend. No, I'll get a person on here to speak Spanish to give Canelo his props if that's what you want. Burt Wood in the building. What's going on? I said, what's next for Julio Cesar Martinez, Bam or Nonito Donaire or the Monster?
Are you crazy? He ain't moving up 1 weight class to fight. Those you must be crazy.
Martinez need to go on a diet. Edwin Castillo, that dude means the 3-fight deal is for $160 million.
Are you crazy?
No, he said between 160 to 185. That's what Boxing with Sean said.
You cannot mean 160 million.
Burt Wood, what's next for?
Oh, that's who you meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Bam, got you. Possibility, Burt. Yo, let's have a watch along. Canelo versus Triple G, 1 and 2 scored together. It guaranteed Canelo wins both fights as well. Listen, in all seriousness, Shane, can you find out if Canelo 1 and 2 is on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, so we can actually set that up. But it got to be done right though. I'm not just gonna be randomly just on here having watch-alongs and shit. Like we gonna have to do that right. So we can figure that out going forward. But I don't have a problem doing that. Boxing with Sean is like what the WBO did to Heron versus Shakur.
I mean, it's also similar to what Heron done and not what Shakur done with Navarrete. Shakur duck Navarrete? I mean, I don't know.
Edwin said he fought Yilder on the WBC mandatory. How does it not count? WBC even explained in a video why Yildirim was still
No,
mandatory.
I ain't saying that he wasn't a mandatory. And Canelo was within all of his right to fight. Was to fight Yildirim because it was his mandatory. I'm saying it ain't count because Yildirim's a trash fighter, bro. You can't not fight your mandatory at 175 or 160 and then fight Yildirim as a mandatory, bro. That ain't having that. Yildirim, bro. Oh my Yildirim. Hell no, bro. I ain't having that. Yildirim.
He hit Yildirim in the mouth, and Yildirim was trying to get that from him. He was like, "Yeah, good shot." What are you doing, bro? Put your fucking hands up.
Edwin, and again, we tell you all the time, we don't really care if you're a heavy Canelo fan. That's cool, but Yildirim was the mandatory, and he came off of a Darrell loss. He came off of a title shot loss for that same belt, and turned right back around and was mandatory. So you tell me how fair that is, since you wanted to bring that up.
Meanwhile, I mean, he had a mandatory at 175. He didn't fight. Right. So what happened there, bro? That's what I want to know. He had a mandatory in Derevianchenko. He didn't fight.
Yeah. Hector said, I think Andrade is taking the fight to get his body used to fighting at 168 and get that Benavidez fight.
I hope so.
I hope so too. Will Stokes. I've read that. Edwin, who is Shane's favorite fighter? It's Earl, right?
No, I don't really have a favorite fighter. But if I had to pick, no, honestly, my favorite fighter right now, who I think the best fighter is Usyk. Who my favorite fighter is to watch. It has to be Fulton, bro.
He said, "Wait, vlog, answer my question."
What question?
I did about Andrade. I said I did agree that he did stumble his foot at times throughout his career and miss out on some of those names. They could have done better negotiating and things like that. Maybe been a bit more humble, took the fight, proved themselves, get the bigger bag down the road scenario. I ain't saying that they didn't do that. So if that's what you talk about, I thought I did answer you, my dude.
He said, yes, he did. He said he would need 10 mil to fight Derevianchenko or else.
Can you tell me when this was? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but if you look at when Andrade fought, when Derevianchenko was actually in line to fight Andrade, Derevianchenko was mandatory for majority of that time. If you actually look at it, Derevianchenko was IBF mandatory. So I don't know when he would have fought, when he would have needed to fight Andrade. And after he became IBF mandatory, Andrade had the mandatory. So I don't know where. You have to tell me when that was.
And let's be honest, Edward, wouldn't you want 10 mil at that time for what Derevianchenko was presenting inside that ring?
Bro,
you want to be compensated for what's across from you.
And Edwin, I have to be completely honest with you, bro. After the Charlo situation, Andrade was basically in blackball status. He was in blackball status. He's still in blackball status.
Still.
So Edwin, I hear what you're saying. I know what he said in the interview and all that, but he's in blackball status. Ever since that happened, he never got a big opportunity from Al or anybody on this side. And that's just what it is. And you can point to however you want to point. But all those names that you mentioned is an Al Heyman connect. It's an Al Heyman connect. Like, he's still paying the price for a decision that he made in 2015. 2014.
Hey man, I'm out this side door like a sneak.
You better get up out of here anyway. But vlog, man, get to where you need to be safe.
You know, man. Drop my social media, man. You know I'm always working, man. So check me out on Twitter and Instagram, y'all.
Absolutely,
good, man. I'll let y'all later.
Keep going through these comments.
All right, bro. I got you. Hold on. He said it's a fact. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it's my opinion you're disliking. No, we're not. Listen, Edwin, we let you come in here and cook. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. We try to take what you say and just add other context to it that you might be missing or you won't mention. That's all we doing. It's not my opinion you're disliking. It's facts and documented.
Bro,
but again,
I'm not gonna lie. Show me when he said that. I don't know when he said
bro, that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, even if that's true, he never got an opportunity after that Charlo fight, after that Charlo debacle. Like, you don't bite Al Heyman's hand. Like, think about it. You don't bite Al Heyman's hand. Like, he literally had to go over to Eddie Hearn because he was getting no opportunities, like none. So I'm not saying what you're saying is not facts. What I'm saying is you forgot to add that. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I always say all the time, two things to be right. Will Stokes, Shane coming for smoke with Dub. Wow.
I'm telling you,
we get the business of coming in scorecards and stuff.
Dub also fought Phoenix Cash won the fight, and I went straight for him, bro. You can ask him. I messaged him straight away,
family,
bro.
And that's family right there for real. Will Stokes, Shane told me if Canelo beats Bivol, he'll be his number one pound for pound. I'm putting this here so that when Canelo does it, you can't go back on your word, Shane.
I will say it myself. Bro.
Will
if
Stokes,
Canelo beats Bivol legitimately, properly, no robbery, none of that, he is pound for pound number one for me, in my opinion. Because a Bivol win is better than an AJ win.
Will Stokes, Canelo Triple G, one is 8-4 Triple G for me, but it's got more close rounds than people give Canelo credit for, I think. No, we're going to do a watch along.
I actually thought, personally, bro, I'll keep it real. I thought Golovkin won the first fight, and I thought Canelo won the second fight. I thought Canelo legitimately won the second fight.
We can do a watch along, sure. We all from Chocolatito, baby. Hey, Matt, I told you, man, Chocolatito going to bring it home, bro. Edwin Castillo, all mandated opponents aren't always the best. I didn't say he deserved it. Yildirim is a can that they had lined up for David. Okay, no, fair enough, and I respect that.
I'm just saying, during the fight, the mandatories fight all of them.
Yeah, boxing with Sean Canelo offered Derevianchenko his Mando $5 million, then accepted less to fight Triple G. I do think that's true. I do think that's true. Edwin, he did, but it sounded like he was gonna bounce when I wrote it.
Oh, you're talking about Blunt.
Blunt. Okay, fair enough. Joseph Gwilt in the building. We just gave you your flowers a little earlier, bro. If Canelo did go up and fight for a cruiserweight title, but at 185, would you class him as the champ if he won? I would not. I wouldn't.
No, of course not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Not cruiserweight.
Yeah, so Andre cannot fight unless he got 10 mil, but Canelo would duck for accepting 165 plus mil. Oh, makes sense. No, we chopping it up. I don't hate what you guys say. I'm just adding what I've looked into.
Firstly, you can never. This is where I know, Edwin. You're thinking with emotion. You will never, ever hear me say, Canelo's a duck for taking the deal that he just took. Because that deal's got Bivol.
We never said, we never.
Bivol is harder than Charlo and Benavidez.
We probably one of the few ones is actually saying this is actually the harder road for him.
Bro, Bivol is a better fighter than Charlo and a better fighter than Andre and a better fighter than Benavidez, in my opinion. Yeah. So I will never say he's a duck for that. I'm telling you, if he beats Bivol, bro, I'm giving him all the credit.
Yeah, he gets all the credit. There's more risk with the deal that he took versus him taking Charlo and Benavidez.
Facts.
There's more risk. We all from Triple G won both. Yeah, see, I thought he won both too. Pink Furry Goddess Edwin is obsessed with Canelo. Yes, he is. We all from. I always bet on my guy. LOL. I hope he doesn't move up though. Yeah, I mean, if he moves up, cool. If not, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Edwin, Shane, didn't you say undisputed Trump's mandatory? So how could they fight all mandatories?
I'm not saying they should fight all mandatory. Unification Trump's mandatory, but you can't pick and choose when you want to fight mandatories and unification.
Yeah, the one thing I will say about Canelo, the reason why he doesn't fight mandatories is a lot of times he's in championship fights or unification fights.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But if that's the way you're gonna do it, bro, then be that like that all the way abroad. And you know where I'm gonna go with this, Jeff. When you're one fight away from undisputed, you don't go to another weight class. You become undisputed. He had IBF, WBA, WBC. One belt away was WBO, which Andre had. I think he would have beat Andre, but he didn't take that fight. He didn't fight Andre for the missing piece of that puzzle at 160. Then he moved up to 175. He fought Kovalev that that time Beterbiev had the IBF and WBC. He could have fought Beterbiev, become unified champion. He didn't. He moved back down to 168 and he fought Callum Smith. Callum Smith only had one strap at the time. So my point is, you can't pick and choose when and who you're gonna fight. If you're gonna unify. If you're gonna fight mandatories, fight your mandatories. You can't pick and choose when you're doing that. That's my point, bro.
He said, I don't recall you specifically saying anything about my comment about duck for money, so I think Shane is in his feelings.
Bro, I never said he ducked.
Bro,
the only person I can say he ducked legitimately. The only person I can say, and I wouldn't even say he ducked, Andre. That's the only one.
When I can actually rock with Shane on this one. We've never said that Canelo was wrong for taking a DAZN deal. We never said none of that. At the end of the day, we said the Andre situation is one situation that just he had every reason to fight Andre if he was about unification, and he just didn't fight him. And I think it's okay to say like he just doesn't like the matchup. He doesn't like the matchup. He just doesn't like the matchup.
The same justification for them fighting Yildirim is we wanted to go undisputed. But you're one fight away from undisputed at 160, bro. So you can't say you want to fight Yildirim because you want to keep a belt to become undisputed. But you are one fight away from becoming undisputed at 160. So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Edwin. He had his opportunity to fight for undisputed with Andre, and it didn't happen. And yes, I do have to point the blame at Canelo because whatever Canelo wants, he can get it. So if Andre wanted X amount of dollars, if undisputed is that important,
that fight was never even entertained, though, bro. It was never even entertained. I've never even seen this. And Edwin, you have to accept this as a fact. You have to accept this as a fact. If I got 3 belts and you got 1 belt, bro, you at least should expect there to be at least of an effort to make an undisputed fight, bro.
Wasn't even a talk. And the thing is, Caleb Plant got 10 mil. He got 10 mil, bro. He got 10 mil. So it's just, we just trying to, I think we both doing the same thing. You're listening to us and you're adding some context, and we listening to you and we adding some context. Pink Furry guy that said Edwin is a troll. He's not a troll. He's just a huge Canelo fan. Boxing was showing he had to fight Derevianchenko before he could unify with Andre.
No,
that's not necessarily true, bro. That's not true.
False.
Yeah,
because
the thing is that unification that they could have paid Derevianchenko some step aside money.
And the reason why that's false again, let's keep it all the way 100. Let's keep it all the way 100. You can go on Boxer and check it. That's false. Because who was the fight before he fought when he had the 3 belts? Who was the 3rd belt? The 3rd fight at 160 for the 3rd belt was Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs had the IBF. If you look at it, the person who Danny Jacobs won the IBF belt off was Derevianchenko. He lost his last title fight. He lost. So even if you want to say he was mandatory, fair, he was mandatory. But you go straight into an undisputed fight. The only reason why Derevianchenko even came into the question was because he was thinking about moving to 175 to fight Kovalev. That's the only reason why they brought that up. That's the only reason why and the reason how I know this is because I vividly remember, and I wish I could find the interview, Eddie Hearn saying after Danny Jacobs lost to Canelo, he said, put him in there with Andre, then let's make undisputed. He legitimately said that. He put him in there with Andre, then let's make undisputed. There was no talk of Derevianchenko at that time, bro.
So Sean, the key word is had to. He didn't have to fight Derevianchenko before the Andre thing. They could have definitely worked that out for sure. That wasn't no roadblock.
When he already said he was going to move up to one, bro,
yeah, that was
when
roadblock.
He became franchise champion. That's when they done it, bro. When he became franchise and he was looking to move up to other weight classes, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That was way after.
That wasn't no roadblock. Like if Canelo wanted to make that happen, he definitely could have made that happen for sure. Joseph Wilt feelings. Only person with feelings is Edwin for Canelo.
Bro.
Edwin, okay, I never said you said that. It was my comment to get what you guys' response because that's the word on the situation. He was gonna fight Andre. Look it up on ESPN.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No,
No, bro.
That's not
Bro,
true.
let me tell you how I know that's false, bro. Let me tell you how I know that's false. Because if I was gonna fight you, Jeff, when I see you, am I gonna say you will never fight me? Does that make sense, Jeff? He said you will never fight me. That's what he said. He said you will never fight me.
Hold on.
You just want a payday. That's what. If you was gonna fight me before, Jeff, wouldn't you say I tried to fight you before?
I tried to fight you before. He's never
that's
said.
What you would say, bro.
Never said that.
He didn't say that.
Pink Furry Goddess Edwin worships the ground Canelo walks on. He's a very big fan. I will leave it there. Edwin Canelo eyeing Andre, but IBF declines because the Revianchenko was stalling. But Edwin, here's my problem. Here's my problem. We all agree Canelo gets what he wants when he wants it. It's just with this Andre situation, you're finding every reason other than Canelo didn't really put forth the effort to get that fight. Name me one fight that Canelo wanted and he couldn't get it. As a Canelo fan, you're a huge Canelo fan. Name me one fight that Canelo wanted and he couldn't get it.
If you guys remember correctly, bro, he went into the Kovalev belt with belts still at 160, bro. He went into the Kovalev fight with belts. If he already moved up, bro, and it was that stringent, he would have had to be strict. At the end of the day, he relinquished the title. Bro, he fought Danny Jacobs in May. He fought Kovalev in October. Bro, if he made that Andrade fight straight after, I'm talking about a month, 6 weeks down the line, and said, yes, bro, the fight is announced, I guarantee the Revianchenko situation wouldn't even be in the what's it called? Wouldn't even have been up for debate, bro. I'm telling you.
Edwin, I think Pink is in feelings mode, troll, laughing. Yeah, Edwin, you're not a troll, bro. ESPN has the article about that whole ordeal. Canelo had 3 belts and they stopped it.
So, no, they didn't, bro.
Bro, that's the thing, like, bro. First of all, send me the article because I need to know who wrote it. That's number one. And number two, I can break down that whole article and tell you what's facts and what's misleading.
Bro, do you know how do you know why I know Edwin Castillo is staying false, bro? Because when they asked Eddie Reynoso about this, and I even remember this, they asked Eddie Reynoso about this, and the reason why they said he didn't pick the fight at 160, and Jeff, I sent it to you. Eddie Reynoso said Canelo can no longer make 160. That's what they said. If they were gonna fight, Andre, they wouldn't even have brought that up. That's a fact, bro. Eddie Reynoso said Canelo can no longer make 160.
When that's on paper.
That's on paper, bro.
That's on paper.
Nothing to do with the governing body stopping the fight, bro. That's what they said.
Pink Furry Goddess says that doesn't make any sense, Edwin. Eddie also said pay-per-view was dead and Canelo was a cheat. Does he still stand with that? I don't think so.
Nope. But that's a completely different situation.
That's a different topic, though. YSM, Eddie Reynoso picks the opponents, and he knows which styles give Canelo trouble, and he looks for the best name with the most favorable style. And to be honest with you, YSM, that's what a manager is supposed to do.
Right.
That's what a manager is supposed to do. Edwin Floyd rematch.
Yeah, he didn't get the Floyd rematch.
Yeah, but the key word, Floyd. I said a fight that he, outside of Floyd, what fight did he want that he didn't get? Pink Furry Goddess, now Floyd Mayweather gets brought up. That's the only example you can give. I'll send it to you right now on IG, bro. Why am I lying when it's there?
I'm not saying that you're lying.
We're not saying that you're lying. Which is what we're saying is you're referencing certain things, right? You're referencing articles. What we're saying is the articles that you're talking about are platforms that have agendas. So just because they wrote an article does not mean that it's facts. What we're doing is we're taking the articles, we're reading them. You have to decipher what are facts and what is actually narrative pushing. That's
And
what we're
Edwin,
saying. That's
what
what
you
we're
have to
saying.
remember, bro, Edwin, at this time was you're a Canelo fan. At this time, and I can comfortably tell you, Jeff will tell you. Jeff will tell you when it comes to undisputed, bro. I always that's my main agenda, bro. I will never forget that time. I will never forget because I remember when Canelo was gonna fight and had the 3 belts. All I wanted to see was undisputed. That's all I wanted to see. I'm telling you, bro. There was not one single attempt, even if the IBF said, you know, you have to fight. And this is why I say again, people lose sight of stuff. Canelo beat Danny Jacobs for the IBF strap. Danny Jacobs had just defended his IBF against a mandatory who was Derevianchenko. That was the year before. That was within 1 year. The IBF would have stepped aside. Let me tell you how I know. When was the last IBF mandatory or the last IBF mandatory defense in the heavyweight division? It was in 2015. They done 4 years without a mandatory, bro. 4 years. They had
Let me
Callum.
get in this comment.
Go on.
Let me get in this comment. I'm sorry for cutting you off, bro. You know, like
No, it's cool, but I'm going over the same thing, bro. There's no point.
YSM. Now, Edwin, I want you to listen to this because the same connects that I have, the same connects that Shane has, is the same connects YSM has. You know what I'm saying?
He might
YSM
even
said
have
this.
more, bro. He probably has more.
He has more connects than we do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I need to know something, he's probably one of the guys I'm calling. He said, Edwin, we actually know the guys who write these articles. They definitely have an agenda and mostly get paid to spin a certain narrative. That's exactly what I was saying. Bro, when you read these articles, you have to break down these articles and find out what is narrative pushing and what is actually facts. I'm going to read.
Jeff, how much times, and you know this, how much times has my articles been taken down when I was working for previous publications? How much time?
Yeah,
all the time.
So Edwin, just not to get into too much detail. I used to write articles for a certain publication. Shane used to write articles for a certain publication.
YSM used to write articles.
YSM used to write articles for certain publications. And a lot of times our articles were not getting approved because they were too factual.
They don't fit the narrative that publication is trying to push.
And they felt like the articles that we were writing may affect the relationships that they had with the persons that we were discussing. That's a fact.
I swear on my life. I swear on my life. No life. I swear to you.
That's not a lie, but that was one of the main motivations to start G5FTV.com. And I'm keeping it 100% real with you. Like that's 100. That's 100. Edwin, Pink is like an annoying housefly. I'm not even arguing. Pink is like an annoying housefly. I'm not even arguing with any anger of feelings. I'm saying what I looked into and what is wrong with backing a fighter who I think gets hate for wrong reasons. It's nothing wrong with that. But what we're trying to get you to understand is that just because a person writes an article does not mean it can't be fact checked. You read the article and you quoted the article. You have to ask yourself, did you actually fact check all of these things? Because a lot of things that you're referencing are from articles, and we're telling you like, yo, like that's not accurate. And we can actually point you to the direction of why we're saying that it's not accurate. You understand what I'm saying? So this is not a Edwin versus Shane or Edwin versus, YSM or Edwin versus
and the
Beth.
reason why you will never hear it, and this is my point, the reason why you will never hear it is because the mainstream media don't help Andrade. And I'll keep it real, bro. Andrade is one of the most ignored fighters ever in boxing I've seen. Like these dudes, literally, there's nobody like Munguia right now should be getting ridiculed for what he done with Andrade. Nobody says anything about that. Nobody says anything about, like, people say Errol Spence is ducking Terence Crawford. Canelo done exactly what Errol Spence done. He done even worse than what Errol Spence done.
Let me read this one because this is very important. YSM, I'm sorry. YSM said when Eddie talked about paying for journalists, hotels, and flights to have them come to the fight was a fraction of what goes on. Bro, I'm gonna say this before we get up off this joint, yo. Let me read. Matter of fact, hold on. Pink Furry got us talking about Canelo 24/7 is annoying. That when I find what you say funny, Edwin, you guys have your opinions, and if the statement I've looked up and you have other facts to prove or disprove, that's why I come to you guys, fam. It's all love, but does the public have access? Yeah. No. Like what we no. It's always public. He said,
it's always
to those
love.
facts, I'll check that. And Edwin, I got the articles, so I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna
Send them to me. Send them to me.
We're gonna read it. And Edwin, I don't know if you got time, but we can actually send you the stuff that we have to prove that some of that stuff is not facts. So because you in here every single day and you family, we'll do that. We're gonna do that for you, and then we'll come to a common ground. But a lot of this, bro, is like it's hard having a conversation. Like sometimes we have to remember, and I'm talking Shane, myself, YSM. We have to kind of turn on when we got the insider access and turn off when we got the insider access. So sometimes when we have conversations with people, if it's not consistent, that be the reason why. You know what I mean? Like it's we going from the insider to the fan to just using your boxing eyes. So we see boxing on a lot of different levels. But no, we can definitely address this situation. So I'm gonna send Shane these articles and we're gonna read them. I don't want you and Pink Furry Goddess to get into no cat fight. We like both of y'all. But we gonna close this one out, man. 2 hours strong. Always leave it up to Edwin and turn it into a Canelo conversation. You know that's gonna make it crazy. It never fails. Big shout out to Edwin though. Shane, give me your social media so we can get up out of here.
I'm Shane the #1. That's on Instagram.
Yeah, you can find me all over the place, man. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5JeffTV, website, G5JeffTV.com. The season 2 of the Boxing Prediction Fantasy League will be ending in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks left. Got fights coming up this weekend and next weekend. Edwin said, I know there are people who write articles with a narrative or for a certain purpose. There are some on discrediting and we'll send it, bro. Nah, for sure. We gonna touch on that for sure, man. Definitely follow Boxing First Vlog. Go to his YouTube channel. Follow him on social media as well, man. We'll be on here tomorrow. We'll figure out what we're talking about, but we're gonna try to get on here same time tomorrow, man. We appreciate everybody that's been on here rocking with us, period. I know sometimes we, life stuff comes up, man, but y'all rock with us through and through, man. So we appreciate you. He said next time I'll not pick on Pink. That's funny. Listen, on behalf of VP Shane, man, Boxing First Vlog, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Episode 69. All right.